Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, students. If you can hear me, can you just acknowledge at the chat and say yes? Before I start, okay, thank you. Before I start, there's a few announcements. So for during this presentation, yeah, guys, you are all I've given access as moderator. So please just take note and be careful because you may perhaps accidentally, share screen or whatever. So please refrain from doing that. No sharing of screen or whatsoever. So it's only myself and Miss Uma will be doing the sharing in terms of the slides. Okay, so please take note and if you have any questions during the presentation, um, you may ask at the chat box. Anyway, your list of questions that you have provided to me has been forwarded to Miss Uma, and she has the list of questions. And of course, the list of questions she will be attending to it. Perhaps not all of it, some of it, particularly on the HR questions. The other questions related to competitors, related to business, that will be addressed later. We may have another session when we be able to invite the business development team to talk to you guys. Okay. So first and foremost, also I would like to welcome Miss Uma. So guys, give her a clap welcome, please. All right. Welcome, Miss Uma, to this virtual kickoff session. This is our first time in the history, perhaps, of capstone on this particular subject that we are doing the kickoff virtually. Since the introduction of this subject, I think back in 2017, we have all the project kickoff in the campus at the auditorium or at the lecture hall with big numbers of students as well like this. But the employer came over and talked to the students. So this time it's a different circumstances. We're doing it virtually. Nevertheless, it's still exciting and still, we look forward for the sharing by yourself, Miss Uma. Thank you to Miss Sally as well for giving us the opportunity to do this employee project with LF Logistics. So Miss Uma will be here, guys, on behalf of Miss Sally. Okay, and in future, Miss Sally will be able to join as well when we do more of these sessions with you guys. So, as I mentioned, Uma is from the HR department from the LF Logistics Malaysia, based in Charlotte. And today she will be sharing more information about LF Logistics. You guys have been doing your part 1 on the SWOT, and you guys have been, researching, and you know quite a bit about LF Logistics, but perhaps there will be some addition to what you have researched based on what Miss Uma perhaps later will want to share. And Miss Uma will also later go through some of your questions, especially on the human resource, because she's basically from the HR department. And this is also a good opportunity for you guys if you have questions. You have questions related to perhaps career, working in a logistic environment, working in a logistic company. So if you have anything you want to ask related to career prospects or working in an industry and logistic industry, so Miss Uma perhaps will be able to answer some of these questions because you guys are graduating. You know, some of you perhaps will want to look for employment. Some of course may want to further. Some definitely wants to go into the big area or the big industry of logistic or supply chain management. Okay. Just a quick overview and information to Miss Uma and of course for you guys. The title of this employee project, as what you can see from the screen, is internal and competitive analysis of LF Logistics Malaysia and assessment to meet the challenges in the post or in post COVID-19. So these questions basically there's two part, internal and also the competitive analysis. So you guys have basically done the internal analysis using the SWOT for the last 4 weeks and you just submitted it last Sunday. And by this week, I will start the part two, which you'll be looking at the competitive analysis. So I hope this kickoff session sharing by Miss Uma will also be very useful and helpful for you guys as you start to do part two, which is on the competitive analysis, which I will be talking much further in tomorrow and Friday class as well. Okay. So after the part two, perhaps in week number 8 or around week number 8, you will start be looking at your part 3 whereby you'll be giving some recommendation to Miss Uma, Miss Sally and some of the logistic team in terms of your recommendation how LF Logistics should move forward post COVID-19 after doing some assessment of their internal and their competitive environment. Okay. So that's basically my introduction. So without further ado, I would like to invite Miss Uma. She will be moderating herself and she will be sharing her slide in a few seconds. And as Miss Uma is trying to share her file now, so I would like to remind all students to listen, ask questions in the chat. I will keep track of those questions in the chat. And if you want to ask question after the end of the session, also can you may use the mic, raise the hand, and we will know who is asking. Okay. So Miss Uma, if anytime when you're ready, you can basically share your slides. So you can go to the share application and then choose your PowerPoint slide. It will appear in the screen for all of us.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to share.
So give Miss Uma a few minutes, guys. Okay, she's new to this, all right. Blackboard, not like you guys, very seasoned and very experienced using the Blackboard.
Okay. I hope you can see my screen now.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Miss Uma. So I'll pass the floor to you. So perhaps they want to see a quick look of you, Miss Uma, and then you can perhaps, you know, okay, all yours.
You can all see my screen, right?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. Thank you, Jason, and very good afternoon to all of you. Okay, as Jason said, my name is
Sorry, Miss
Uma
Uma, if
Palanian.
you already started,
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you want to do some audio check first because we can't hear your voice yet. Yeah, you may need to unmute
Okay,
your
can
mic.
you all hear me now?
Yes, Miss, can hear.
When I presenting the slide and I did speak few words, did you all heard?
Yes,
Yes,
I
we
heard.
heard.
Okay, okay, then good. Okay, my name is Uma Palaniappan. I'm working as an assistant HR manager in charge of recruitment team in LF Logistics Malaysia Sdn Bhd. So today I am representing LFL to meet you all virtually to share some info regarding LF Logistics. Okay, so without further ado, we'll be moving on to the company background. So if you have any question, you can stop me and I will be explaining to you further on the
Sorry,
questions.
Miss Wai, yeah, we can't hear you yet. You need a few minutes to sort it out.
Sir, we can hear her, sir.
Oh, okay. All right, great. The student can hear. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Okay, please
okay.
proceed.
Okay, so I will be introducing the company first. I'll be talking about the company background foremost. Okay, so we will move on to the next session. Okay, this is our company's history. As you can see, our group was founded in 1906 in Guangzhou, southern China, by our group's chairman's grandfather, Fung Pak Liu, and a businessman called Li Daoming. Basically, they wanted to export Chinese products such as silk and porcelain to the West before, they went into other businesses such as bamboo, rattanware, jade, ivory, handicraft, and etc. So, and after a few years, Li family has sold off their shares and actually they left Fung Group. However, we still retain the name Li and Fung.
Sorry, Miss Uma.
Yeah,
Sorry to
sorry.
interrupt. You need to share. We can hear you, but you need to share your slide.
It's
We
already,
not.
okay, hold on.
Yeah, you try again. You go to share, but choose the share application. Sometimes it get disconnect. Then
Okay, I've already shared. Can you all see?
No, me can't
no.
see the slide.
Oh wait, wait. Okay, can. Yeah. Now we
Okay,
can
hold on.
see.
I'll check. Can you
Yeah,
see
yeah.
now?
Yes, we can see now. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so this is a summary of the evaluation of the company. So there is a 5 minutes length video. You can watch the video to know more about our history and evaluation. Okay, we'll start with the video.
Miss Uma, you can help to increase your volume perhaps for the video.
Miss, I can't hear anything from.
I guess it's the internet. So this so Miss Uma has increased the volume. So most probably it's the internet. You can see the visual, but the audio is very slow. You need to increase your volume as well, students. Miss Uma, sorry, yeah, you can hear me?
Okay, sorry, I heard there are some technical issues with the video just now.
Yeah, Miss Uma. Yeah, it's the perhaps the internet. Yeah.
You can see the video but no audio, is it?
Yeah, no audio, just the video.
Okay, never mind. So in these slides, I'll be explaining about, like a summary from what we have saw from the
Okay,
video
sure.
just now.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are a multinational group and headquartered in Hong Kong. We have a total of 3 companies listed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. We are one of the leaders in sourcing, logistics, distribution, and retail. We have more than 42,000 employees around the world. We have more than 130 offices, over 230 distribution centers, and we also have 115 plus years of history and evaluation. And our group turnover in 2017 was USD 22.7 billion. Do you have any questions about the history?
Hello, Miss. Your line is breaking really bad.
Can I continue?
Okay, you can.
Okay, so what are you looking at now is our logistic network. So you can see we have our own company and also our own locations, and also we have partnered with our partners in some of the locations around the globe. Okay, so we move on to LF Logistics Malaysia. So in Malaysia, we are mainly doing distribution and also transportation of the goods. So we have few types of warehouses such as ambient, air conditioned, chilled and frozen, multi-temperature. And we have fleet type ranges from 1 ton, 3 ton, 5 ton, 20 footer and also 40 footer. And we do bonded trucks for air and seaport deliveries, cross-border, duty-free. We do forward plus reverse logistics and e-commerce deliveries. We do dynamic load planning and routing. 300 trucks are moving in and out daily from our warehouses. We are serving 6,000 plus retail points monthly, 16,000 plus home deliveries monthly, and also our warehouses is of 140,000 plus pallets capacity. Okay, so these are the branches that we have in Malaysia. So we have 4 of it in Shah Alam, where we refer it as Kesas Distribution Center. which is the biggest in Malaysia. The next is in Bukit Raja, Klang, which is of the second biggest, 450,000 square feet. The third one is in Shah Alam as well. That's the third biggest, and the smallest one is in Prai, which is 141,000 square feet. So these are some of the brands that we are serving at the moment. We are serving for around 400 plus brands globally. So these are some of the brands. Okay, so this is our business model. I will be explaining this further in the next slides. So we are doing distribution center services, transport management services, value-added services, omni-channel services, freight management, and also hubbing and consolidation. So for the products, we are mainly concentrating on the healthcare, electronics, retail, FMCG, food and beverage, and also footwear and apparel. You have any questions so far?
Maybe can I ask something, Miss Uma?
Yeah.
The previous slide.
Uh-huh.
Can you show the previous? Okay. You are limited to the 6 areas only of products. So any particular reason why this area of products are quite big lah, with electronics, right? Is there any reason for only these few categories of products?
Okay, I have one of my colleagues here to answer. She will be answering the question. Hi all. I have a colleague over here. She will be explaining about the question just now.
Okay.
So all these services, the model, right? This is we call this the suite of products that we have. Say, for example, if you can see our link and form background, right? For moving for like the whole integration, we started as traders, then we start doing procurement, sourcing, and then we move down to the value chain now. It's actually for the warehousing and distribution. So in order for us to really complement the whole thing, right, our business model currently focuses on the warehousing, which is the DCS, transport, which we help the customer to deliver their products, value-added services, which we help to do some labeling, bundling, and promo packing for our customers. And then so omni-channel here. So omni-channel because we recognize the channel for customer as sales channel. So customer, they might go for like the distributorship or distributor model, or they might actually go for like say wholesale model. So when we call omni-channel here, basically we are talking about more to cross over to e-commerce. As you are aware, during this COVID pandemic, right? During SEO, the one that actually has got still moving around is like the e-commerce. So where we actually named it as omni-channel. So this is where the area we are helping this customer to reach out to their end consumer instead of we always on the brick and mortar model where we focuses a lot more on the B2B model. Now we are also moving with our customers to go into B2C model. So as for the right hand side of what you can see, the freight management, hubbing and consolidation, these are the import and export services that we will complement for our customers for their not within country but rather do their inbound and outbound from the overseas. So basically that will be a full cycle of what we are providing for our customers. So is that answering your question?
Yes, thank you.
To the next slide, I'll be talking more about what we are doing at the moment. As you can see, we are providing cleanup types of services, which is the first one is distribution center and value added services, transportation management and global freight management. So we have our own teams here for each of this. For the under distribution center, you can see the first one is multi-temperature warehousing. So here we are providing variety storage types such as ambient, air conditioned, chilled and frozen. This one is according to the customer's need. So we will be not providing them the variety storage types accordingly. Bonded warehousing. Okay, so bonded is something for products that is not paid for the duty unpaid. So we are providing this service as well. Cross-docking, we receive products from our clients or their suppliers and streamline their journey to their intended destination without physically storing the products in our warehouse. Regional hubbing and consolidation is like more to a regional distribution centers, which we have for LF Logistics. We have few regional distribution centers, which is in Dubai, China, Singapore, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Philippines, and also Thailand. Okay, and co-packing and repacking is, this one is also according to the customer's need to change a product's packaging. Like for example, if they want us to pack the gift in a gift basket or sales and marketing kit, so that we can do it accordingly. Labeling and relabeling is also for the clients that they want us the product to be tagged or labeled before delivery. We can do that. Okay, kitting is process of taking in multiple units and combining them in a package to create one new SKU. And price and sensor tagging is also something like labeling and relabeling. We will be doing that for our customer, and we also do disposable management for the things that the customers they don't want it, so they wanted to return it back. And transportation management, we actually don't have our own fleet types. Like for example, you can't see LF logistic trailers or trucks on the road, but we do provide transportation. We will be like having our own dedicated team to collaborate with other companies to do this transport management for our products, for our customers' product. And freight management, we do air freight, sea freight, and land and cross-border multi-modal transportation, which means for example, one product might be like going through few modal transportation. For example, they might go to sea for half of the journey, and after that it might be transported using an aircraft. Control tower, we do custom brokerage, like liaising with customs. We do the regulatory documentation now. We do have container or loose cargoes, and also we do provide marine insurance services to our customers. So these are some of our products. Okay, and that is also end of the company background. So you have any question and answer? Sorry, question? Any questions, please?
Okay, maybe I start first, Miss Uma. Okay.
Okay, sure.
So out of these three consider main business, the distribution, the transport, which one actually generate the most revenue, and perhaps your main, if you were to arrange in order?
All three are providing profits to us. It's like we would say, hold on, Jason.
So in short, the warehouse and distribution has got the most revenue.
Okay, Uma, all right, we got that.
can take the questions from the chat, right, Kisan?
Yes, if you go to your chat, there are questions coming in. So, you can address them.
Yeah, okay. How are you guys doing? Okay, so far we are managing this pandemic in a very proper and good manner, I would say. And we actually are working from home, but we are also like taking turns to fulfill the 50% of workforce. So at times we are most of us are working on alternate days. At times we will be at office, and at times we are working from home.
Yeah, there's a question on how does the COVID perhaps affecting your profits, particularly on the transportation business?
Definitely, it is because I would say the worldwide the economy is down at the moment, so it is impacting us as well. So we are like communicating with our HQ and everyone to to manage the cash flow very well. So far, none of us been at retrenched. For the employees, none of us are retrenched or there is no plan such plan. So I would say we are managing it in a very good way.
So when the trucks are not moving, so the drivers doesn't have work.
As I mentioned to you, we don't have our own trucks and trailers here, so we don't have our own drivers.
Okay.
For the transport management, it's like we have a team. So for example, I'm just giving you an example. So you can't see like LF logistic trailers on road, but maybe we do have partnership with some other companies, like for example, let's say Yongnam or some other companies, transportation companies, to move our goods from warehouse to other places. Third party, yeah, it's considered third party.
Oh, all right. That's why we don't see on the roads LF logistic
Yes,
on the
there is
truck.
no lorry,
We don't see
such
that.
lorries. That's why
Yeah.
you could see there is
Okay.
no such lorries or vans or no vehicle at all from LF Logistics.
There's
So maybe some of the
one question also from the list.
sorry. Is there any customers uses all three services together at the same time? Yeah, they are. May I ask during the situation which area of legislation? Mostly I would say is the business. Business is down at the moment. Other than that, all is okay so far. Why don't the company create their own fleet as it could potentially advertise their company services more? Like,
They are not so much on the asset heavy owner of the product or owner of the asset. So that's not our plan at this point to really own. Yeah. So if you can see some of the service provider that you tell or some like Schenker, right? They might not be even their own fleet, just their own brands. So I guess when you working in our environment, then you able to understand why it is. Basically, that has to be done something to do with the business plan.
I hope that has answered your question. So, what are the top three main problems and challenges faced by employees? Okay, mostly is I feel like the when we are working from home, some of us like most of us are holding laptops and some of us are on desktop. So this kind of technology issues and yeah, these are the problems usually. And how about company welfare and benefits? Okay, as an employee, I would say, the welfare and benefits of this company is really good. We on our 13-month bonus, which is, it's a confirmed bonus of our 1 month salary. And other than that, we are also having other types of benefits such as, outpatient treatment, clinical visits, and also admission. Our insurance, term life benefits, and all those things are really good. What strategies the company is applying to maintain the competitiveness with the competitors during this pandemic?
The line is breaking, Uma,
Sorry?
from her side. Her line is breaking. Yeah. For your colleague.
Sorry, San, can you hear me?
Okay, say that again.
Can you hear us now?
Okay, now better. Yes. Okay, Miss Uma.
Yeah.
Okay, perhaps you wanna go through the list of questions that is for your side on the human resource.
Okay, on the human resources, yes, I can do it. But the others, the rest, if you really need an answer, so we can arrange another session, as I promised just now, so that we can have a panel of persons over here, staffs over here, so you can ask the questions, and then the related employee, they can clear your doubts. Okay, for the human resources, there is 6 questions in the list. The first one is LF Logistics is not established or well known like how other big brand competitors does, such as FedEx and LKC Logistics. Why it is so? Okay, we are actually popular in China, Hong Kong, but not very much known in Malaysia, I would say. Okay, so
That's right. You need to have like a comparison with the right competitor. Like for example, like the LK. I never heard of LKC also. So FedEx, right? Basically, they are more like a courier service provider. They are similar like a DHL. So for us, we are providing a different range of services as compared to courier at this point. So yeah, to answer to your questions, I guess in terms of the 3PL services in Malaysia, right? We are very well known. So I guess yeah, once after the pandemic is over, you can actually schedule a seat a visit to our site here, then we can show you why.
the first question. Okay, so I'll move to the second question. Since yeah, Ichisan, anything?
No, I was just wondering, maybe can you name like 3 competitors which is like directly similar to you in all those 3 nature of business, which is direct competition. Can you be able to name like 3?
Just to let you know, we have got similar competitor like Schenker, maybe DHL, but DHL, the business model will be different because they are separated by different entities such as Express, supply chain, and forwarding, where our business is actually all in one for LF Logistics. So we have got DHL, we have got Schenker, and probably Siva Logistics. I guess these are closest to our product range, but the setup is different. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Can I move to the second question?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, since LF Logistics provide training program, how do you make sure it is able to train out talented managers through this 18 months program? Okay, to answer this question, okay, we do have a graduate management trainee program, which we would be hiring students, like a fresh graduates every year in May. So we would usually hire around 5 to 6 person, and we will be putting them in a warehouse, operation department first. And after that, if there is a need, we will be moving them around to other departments so that they can learn what the other departments are doing as well. So this one, to make sure how we are able to train them out is we are having monthly reviews where our SVP, that is the highest post in LF Logistics Malaysia, he will be meeting them every month, and they will be having very constant discussions every month, and here and then they will be constant feedback from each other, from our management side and also from the management trainee side. And we are, if they are facing any issues, we are helping them to solve the issues and everything. So after 18 months, since there is a review going on every month, so after 18 months we would know whether we can promote them to be a supervisor position, or straight away to assistant manager position. So far, since we introduced this program few years back, I would say 95% of the GMTs has been promoted as assistant managers. They are now our assistant managers, and some even been promoted to the manager's position after few years. So since I heard from Chisan that most of you will be graduating this year or next year, I'm not sure. So you can try when we advertise this for this position next year. You can try out and you can come in, and then you can see how would we train these GMTs, graduate management trainees. So you all are welcome to apply. This year's application is being closed because we will be hiring them in July. So you can try in next year. Yeah, I hope that answer your question. And the third one is, how do LF Logistics solve the problem of employees complaining about long working hours? Okay, I don't know who came up with the question, but I need to know the source for this question. And also another question, when we made the research, we had seen some negative feedback from the workers regarding their contract problem. So I need to know the source for this question as well. Okay, and
Sorry, Miss Uma.
yeah.
The student was saying that the source came from Indeed and JobStreet.
Indeed and JobStreet.
Yeah, but
Okay, so sorry. Okay, let me explain this. Our recruitment process. So once I answer this question, then I'll be able to answer these questions. Okay, so when we know we interview a person, after we interview, and then let's say the hiring manager would like to hire them, we wouldn't just simply hire them in. We will be doing some other researches, such we'll be doing their background screening, reference check, and also salary proposals. So the salary proposal will include market research, like for the specific position. Let's say we are offering a supervisor position to a candidate. So we will be doing a market trend analysis for this position, how much they can earn outside, and also the internal analysis comparing the other supervisors in LF logistics. So we've done this. Once we done this, we will be sending this proposal to our management for approval. So once they approve, this will be communicated to the candidate as well. So the candidates still have the chance to accept the salary that we are offering, and also they can reject, and then they can still negotiate with us for a better salary. So if they wanted better salary, definitely we will still go to management again to discuss about the increment in the salary, the increase in the salary that we are being proposing. So before one candidate, including myself, so I agreed to the salary proposal, and then only the company will come up with the offer letter. So when they are complaining later on the salary part, I can't accept this because we are doing all the necessary things before we take them in, and also during, as I mentioned, our benefits is really good. So when we are doing our annual reviews, we are being very fair to everyone. So and also I would say that we can't go and certify each and every staff. Definitely there are some people who are not satisfied with us. Okay, I hope that answers your question. Okay, I've done answer all the questions in the list, Jason.
Okay, all right. So okay, I think for now, I think we are much more clearer in terms of the three core business model of LF Logistics, and we also, I think, much more clearer that you mentioned there's not really any specific competitor because of the different setup and the business model. So with this, perhaps Ms. Uma, I will just have a further conversation with you separately, perhaps. Maybe
Sure.
not today, but I'll be in
Sure.
contact with you.
Okay,
So,
and then I would like to give you another assurance, because I heard that these students are doing some SWOT analysis and some other research on our company. So if you guys have any questions that you would like to ask us, so you can get back to Inci Isan and or myself. So I will make sure I will try my best to solve the to clarify the issues with you guys.
okay. So, all right. Thank you, Ms. Uma, and also to your colleague. Didn't get her name.
Miss Hui.
Ms. Hui. Thank you to Ms. Hui as well. So this is recorded, so students will be able to listen back. I will also be in contact with you later on afterwards. So thank you for the time again for the kickoff, and we look forward to moving on to the next part of our project, and we will definitely be in contact with you for any information and clarification. Thanks a lot, Ms. Uma, Ms. Hui. Okay, guys, give them a big round of applause. They can hear
Thank you
you.
to all. Thank you for your time, and all the best for your project.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, guys, announcement for you guys. I'll see you in the class tomorrow and Friday. So thank you for attending this session. All right. And until then, until tomorrow, okay. All right, take care. Thank you and bye-bye.